Hi, my name is Tom Pruett, and I am a security consultant and network infrastructure engineer. And a couple of the questions that I've been getting lately about the high-profile security attacks that we have seen in the news. Are they all related to a particular technical item, or are they just random? And the answer has two parts. One, there's nothing necessarily technical because we don't know what exactly is happening on each one of the attacks. We do know that on the website defacements for Sony Ireland, for the Arizona Department of Public Safety, websites like that, these places probably a misconfiguration or a poor coding practice. But the one thing that they all have in common is LulzSec or possibly the anonymous group going after them. And that's the common area. When these security groups, and they are hacktivist groups, meaning they're hacking with the cause, they're not necessarily wanting to destroy data or anything like that, what they will do is go after a high-profile resource to make themselves known a little bit and also to kind of make a statement. In the three previous examples that I gave, as far as what we can do today in IT to try and defend ourselves or prevent these things, first one is secure audit practices, meaning we look at our web servers when we configure them. We make sure we have the correct security configurations. Misconfiguration is a big issue, meaning somebody didn't configure it correctly as far as a security standpoint. They've got it to run, the website runs fine, but because of a misconfiguration, there may be a vulnerability that could be introduced. The second thing that has to go on is a secure coding practice audit. And some companies do this, which means that before a piece of code is put into an application or it is put into a website, even an update of some sort through a JavaScript, through ASPX, or whatever programming language they're doing, they make sure that there are no built-in vulnerabilities to that piece of code that they're adding. So they will actually do a little testing on that piece of code, even if it was a small piece and a small part, to make sure that it is secure when it goes out to the website. And I think the third thing that all of us can actually do as well is, you'll remember the movie Apollo 13 and Tom Hanks, and they were up there in the capsule and they had a checklist of everything that they were going over. And Tom Hanks tells the other actors, he says, hey, we need to recheck this. We need to continually recheck this. Just because you put a piece of code in a web page or an application and it runs today securely, you still need to be able to recheck that piece of code later, because the introduction of a new piece of code may have an interaction with another. And that's really what these hacking groups are really good at, is finding that hidden vulnerability, that unknown in the piece of code.